One of the nation's most sought-after edge rushers, Zion Elee, has gotten the Alabama offer, and now he has set his Tuscaloosa visit date. We'll talk about that. And also, is Alabama still respected? I mean, now that Nick Saban is gone, there's some people that are definitely naysayers to the program. College Football Daily gave out their SEC preseason rankings, and Alabama has slipped. We're going to talk about that and more right here on the Bama Tailgate YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. Hope you're having a great Memorial Day weekend. Here's your invitation to the party. What do you say, everybody? Welcome to the Bama Tailgate YouTube channel presented by Pearl River Resort today. I'm at Broadcaster Mick, and let's get right at it. There's, it's Memorial Day. A lot of you guys are off. You're not thinking as much football as normal because you're focused on grilling hot dogs, maybe spending time with family by the pool, out on a boat somewhere, on the lake, who knows? But I figured I'd jump on here and talk a little bit of football with you, a little shorter episode. No Big Elmo today, just me. And we're talking about one of the most intriguing players that is coming to Tuscaloosa, and that is five-star edge rusher Zion Elee from Joppatowne, Maryland, and he's coming on June 22nd. Now, the Maryland Terrapins are the favorites right now to land him, but he has just seen his stock go up on the rise. He's a player who understands the game. He loves playing football. He's also someone that can get after the quarterback. He can make tackles. And Alabama offered him a while ago, but now they're seeing his visit to Tuscaloosa happen. And so he's been offered by a ton of schools. He's picked up a lot of momentum here lately. Joppatowne is a Maryland school that you don't hear a lot as far as like Alabama recruits. But when you get a 6'5", 225-pound prototypical size and length defender, you know that those are the kind of guys that you need. The ability to tip balls, the ability to pressure the quarterback or force the quarterback to get rid of the ball faster. So that's exciting that he's making his way to Tuscaloosa. So he's in the class of 2026. So he still has a couple of years of high school football remaining. He was offered by the Crimson Tide in April. So that gives you an idea of what kind of a player he is, starting to take those visits. Alabama, not the only place. Penn State's going to get a visit from him. Obviously he's in the University of Maryland's backyard. Coach Loxley, remember him from Alabama. Well, they're going to want to have him on board as well. And so we'll keep an eye on that. But June 22nd, this summer just continues to build up as far as players coming to Alabama. The month of June is going to be huge, and that starts next weekend. I mean, you look at the pass list of players that are going to be in Tuscaloosa, and it's a who's who as far as high school, college, recruits. And they've had a good time. Coach DeBoer and his staff have hit the ground running with the recruiting game. They've had some wins already in the 26 class, and this would be if they were able to pull Elely off, it would be a huge get for the Crimson Tide. So still a long way to go in his recruitment, but he's going to make his way to Tuscaloosa, posted on his Twitter. And so, yeah, there you go. All right, let's talk about Alabama's respect. And this was kind of interesting to me. This is just straight off of my Twitter right here, but the College Football Daily SEC preseason power rankings, right? So what does this tell us? Okay, well, Georgia's number one. Now that Nick Saban's gone, Georgia has kind of taken over as the school that everyone thinks is going to win every year. Now, I want to give College Football Daily and everyone else a reminder, because I thought it was interesting that they had Georgia at the bottom. There they are with their cigars and everything else. Georgia didn't win anything last year. They didn't win the national championship, and they didn't win the SEC. Yeah, because Alabama won that. Now, Texas and Alabama were both in the college football playoff. Texas being in the Big 12 for the last year. Their schedule is going to be a lot harder. It's going to be interesting to see how they navigate having, top-notch competition on the schedule week in and week out. They're getting a lot of respect because of Steve Sarkisian, and also the fact that, that they come in with a lot of talent at quarterback and skill positions. Isaiah Bond's on their team now, was part of Alabama's program, and some other Alabama guys. But we'll see if that translates into winning. They are picked ahead of Alabama. Now, there's Alabama third, and then Ole Miss went out and spent a ton of money. They did lose their star running back to Ohio State in Junkins, but they're picked fourth. Missouri's picked fifth. I can't even believe that. To me, that's kind of a joke, but we'll find out. I mean, they had one good season, and now we're thinking that they're a perennial power, right? Tennessee with Nico and that offense, they're looking to take a step forward after having a great season and then a mediocre season. LSU seventh. I thought that was surprising. Brian Kelly, Oklahoma 8, Texas A&M in the 9 spot, Auburn all the way down at 10. With obviously Hugh Freeze, second year, didn't do a whole lot in the transfer portal, but did get a couple of playmakers, sticking with the same quarterback, who's have another year under his belt. So we'll find out how that works out. That game, the Iron Bowl, is in Tuscaloosa this year. South Carolina, Kentucky, kind of in the same boat with Mississippi State, Arkansas, and Vandy. But Florida at 13, I think a lot of that has to do with Florida's schedule. Nobody's playing a tougher schedule than them. Alabama has a really tough schedule. Georgia isn't going to be able to hide behind their schedule this year. They have a tough schedule, but no one has a tougher schedule than Florida, and maybe that's why they're slotted all the way down at 13. So, yeah, I was kind of surprised by that, but, what are you going to do? I mean, the Kalen DeBoer Alabama team is going to have to prove a lot out on the field, right? And you can just hear it behind the scenes, people saying, hey, Nick Saban's gone, Alabama's going to be done, and all this stuff. I doubt that. I just think Alabama's going to be Alabama. I'm worried about the secondary a little bit, but the offense should be a lot better and a lot more productive. And I think that they'll be able to do enough to hang in there as those young guys that are in that secondary figure it out, So that's where we are right now. But anyway, look, this is just a quick show. I just wanted to jump on here and basically say, hey, we're going to do something every day, but we're all enjoying the Memorial Day weekend. You do that as well. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. And if something pops, you can count on us. And again, weekends like this were made for places like Pearl River Resort over in Choctaw, Mississippi. You're talking about the Timeout Sports Lounge. That's like a Vegas-style casino, a place where you can go and, throw some money down. You got TVs with every single game that you could think of on there and more, right? National and international. It's a fantastic bar. And I just love the environment. I've even watched big prize fights there. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury was just amazing. I can't even imagine what the Usyk Fury fight would have been like there, but it's just a fun place. Check it out. You also have Golden Moon Casino, Silver Star, celebrating 30 years at Pearl River Resort, table games and slots. You got all the stuff that you could imagine, and great restaurants, Dancing Rabbit Golf Course, which is the Augusta that you can play, and awesome acts. We're going to be there for Big and Rich and Boys to Men, the July 4th weekend. And so, hopefully we'll see you guys there as well. Anyway, we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Have a very safe day. And from the bottom of my heart, guys, roll Tide.